Hello everyone, Wangel here and welcome back to Medieval 2, where in the previous episode I managed to take the northern city of Derry away from the Irish, leaving them now with just 3 regions in their home country. So the conquest of Ireland is getting ever closer to its conclusion, although it's still got a bit longer to go. As you can see here, for starters, the Irish have got a number of forces near the newly captured city of Derry, that's what I meant to say, and we're going to have to get past these armies if we want to go after the next target, which is going to be Lifford. Because Lifford is a citadel, it's one of their main recruitment areas. That's where they've been able to, I presume, build their Murray troops, those very heavily armoured, highly skilled troops that we have to fight in the past. But once we've taken this, if we head down to here, basically it's not going to be much of a competition then. They've only got large cities here, so cities of course are not that designed to be good at recruitment. They will give you some basic tier troops, but nothing too good. And we should actually do pretty well against them once we start marching down south. But it's just going to be dealing with these armies up here in the north and Lifford to start with. Not only that, but we've got the Scottish over here with a few large armies. I'm trying to just hope that they stay back and stay out the way until I finish off Ireland, and then I can focus my attentions on Scotland and Norway. So that's sort of the plan. We'll just get started with today's episode. So, over here in Ireland, I've got this army here that I wanted to come and attack with the survivors here. We've got quite a few men here in the city. They're just not as much as I would ideally like. They've taken quite a few casualties, and before we can actually even think of replenishing them, we're going to have to either take Lifford or we're going to have to march them down to Trim in order to be able to take advantage of the high Welsh culture in order for me to get the troops back up to scratch. So, but before we do that, we've got a number of armies to deal with. Now to try and help out, if I remember correctly, here it is. My fleet is actually bringing over a few units. Not too many. We've just got with some Organic Spearmen and some Safe Win, but we can't actually recruit or retrain Safe Win in Ireland at the moment, so it's all good.
Yes, sir.
These guys are going to drop off right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask these guys to go to Trim. Because we can move in here. We can take the army with the exception of the Safe Win and maybe this unit of English Billmen, for example, and we can then have a large force we can start marching up to try and support the main army up here. I also want to start recruiting another army because we've only got those 2 really, and that 3rd one that's been making its way up towards Scotland's border. So yeah, a lot of things to do, and we have to just make sure I have enough money to buy all of this. So you're going to come over here next turn. The fleet has landed, so we can now ask you to come back to the docks here. Is there any more troops from Carnarvon we can actually try and send over there just to help things out a bit? Archers will always be more useful, some Safe Win, Organic Spearmen. I mean, I could start building up another army here, but I might as well take advantage of the facilities, I would say, over here in Nottingham to try and do that even more quickly. So we pop on here, we can already get a few units of Organic Spearmen, so we'll hire those out straight away. Archers will load up. Let's go for infantry first. Let's go for some Revelin and some more of these and some Gwent Raiders. Taylor and Outland we can get over at Carnarvon, and then we can send the army that away then, along with any general that decide to go and lead them. Cradog Iago, I mean, you're pretty decent in management. In fact, why? I'm just looking because this guy is not as good as managing, but he's actually the governor of the settlement. Whereas Cradog here is a better manager. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. If he wants to be a better manager, we can be a better manager. Let's shift you over to here. If you're the governor, we might as well make it so he is actually better with that. And I'm going to swap him to...
I'm afraid not, my liege.
We can't give Yano's dog to him. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to have a few units here. Do we need any artillery pieces? I suppose really could just go for a unit of bombards and a unit of mortars. That probably was have things sorted out. That's okay, we'll leave it for now. Let's have you guys recruited. Why can't we get these? Oh, we can't get archers, can we? No, we cannot, that's why. Okay. Alright, let's back over. In fact, no, let's come back over here. What was going on? Ah, here's my army. So if you remember, I was sending this army towards Scotland, but first of all I wanted to stop by Cahaven here, so we can actually get them upgraded and try and get some their infantry back and replenish them before we send them up north. That sounded a lot simpler in my head than when it came out by words. So I have to remember that.
Sire.
Alright, let's swap you guys around.
Sire. Sire.
I must have left these in the fort for quite some time because the mortars managed to catch up to them, just not the rest of it. Okay, you guys can pop in here. So we'll pop into here and start recruiting. So, Spearman, you can form up. You guys can form up. We can't get everyone this turn. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just do that. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to be because they... In fact, what do we have building-wise here? We do have a swordsmith guild. We don't have... We have a blacksmith. So yeah, the fact that we can retrain all those men, I don't know if it's actually because of the fact that we got a... We can actually replenish them. In fact, let's have a quick look. We can get Safer in here. We can get these guys. And we can get with Owen. We should be okay. It will be that we actually get them through replenishment and not just simply because... to upgrade their weapons. Alright. So we're going to do that battle soon. What else? Is there anything else? Okay, you were trying to assassinate this guy, weren't you? Patrick O'Reilly. See if you can pull it off this time for me.
Sire.
You
Closing
missed.
for the kill, sir.
Damn it. Okay, let's have you spy in here. I presume he's going to make it. He did. Okay. What else is going on here? What are you? You're a Welsh diplomat.
Your orders, sire.
Can I actually have you? Because something I do want to see about getting rid of is this army here, these Irish rebels.
Approaching
I want to see if there's a chance I can bribe
sire.
them and get rid of them.
Tomorrow's
because I think that might be another
journey
reason why
planned
the
out,
culture in the provinces are actually going down a bit. But I'm not entirely sure because I don't know which... This one should be actually more in Dylan's one rather than in Trim. So why is... Because this one's been going down for some unusual reason. 68% so far and counting. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Okay. Right. Did I recruit some merchants before? No, that's him. No, I already moved him here because of that. Is anyone in here? Oh Christ, we've got a whole bunch of buildings to repair here. Let's add that to the pile. Let's hold that one out for the moment. But I'll put that to last. It's 3,400 to do. Okay. Let me see. Recruiting a spy. Don't need enough spy. Let's get another merchant and get some more spear militia. And you guys just to bulk up the thing a bit better. You. Now what am I going to do with you? Let's have a look. 177. Can I see what this one is? 216. Was it? Yeah, 216. 81. 216. Tell you what, let's have you move over here.
Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
And once we got here, we've got... Yeah, we're going to move this army out in a second. Got the Thieves Guild. Ah, Durkin of Dagano. Another one.
At your service.
Okay, let's give you... What we got? 81... 216. Let's just move you right here now.
Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
177. 89. I would like to go after these, but to be honest, I don't get as much as that. I'm surprised he gets 1,000 compared to what I get if I just get 103. Can I see what this is? That's 103 as well. 49. To be honest, I would have honestly thought that silver might be a little bit more worthwhile for money rather than just textiles. But obviously these guys know a good deal when they see one. We'll take advantage of it. Well, it gives us a bit of extra cash anyway. Right, so that's that done. Let's Proust.
Sire.
You are not doing anything of use there. Let's leave you there for now. In the meantime, let's have you guys do what I was going to ask you to do and
We
attack
shall
this army.
slaughter them, my lord. Such is the fate of all who oppose us.
Do you have knife fighting, Iago? You do. That's in fact your first trait. Okay, we can do this. Come after Captain
They'll
Brown.
wish they'd never been born, sire.
Now we could fight this out, them two against my one, but I don't know if it's going to be that good. I mean, what do they have? These guys have a lot of horse boys, and Guardia Glatch, some archers, and a unit of Mureynat. So, to be honest, we'll probably have the advantage here, but we will have to shoot a lot of their horse boys and take a lot of missile fire in return. And then these guys have got a lot of javelin men, bombards, a trebuchet. Their main line itself is not that good when it comes to melee, but it's actually going to try and get hit by all these javelin men along the way. Let's just do this and fight it out first of all.
Show no mercy!
I want to
kill them all!
That's the plan. I want to try and fight them all myself, that way then I can make sure that I take as few casualties as possible, ideally. I don't know if that's actually going to happen in reality, we'll just have to see how well I do. But at least we can take out one army first and focus our attentions on the next one afterwards. Right, so how am I going to do this? Enemy's probably going to deploy on top of this hill, so best if I just use artillery perhaps here. They've got a lot of horse boys, so I'm going to have to expect them to be coming at me. So I'll probably just go for my standard line of troops. So you guys can be on the front here. We'll have the spearmen. Let's have you guys on this flank, because there's less of you than on this one, so you can supplement that flank a little bit better. With Elwyn, you can fall back to here. Gwent Raiders, as usual, we'll have you guys over on this flanks. Pop you here, I think, and another one here. Excuse me. Okay. It's annoying. I'm still finishing off with a cold from last week as well, so things could be better, but I'm not here to complain. We're just here to do games. You guys can come here. I think that's everyone more or less in a position of sorts. Let's put you guys just slightly behind the Revelwin. There we go. Alright, let's have you guys automatically fire, if you can. Where's the enemy? They're all deployed up here on this hill. Right. Let's have you guys move forward a bit then. Okay. So, their horse boys are going to be one of the main issues to deal with. Not only because they've got lots of them, but because they're going to be very maneuverable and they can attack at range. While I do have archers, and they're going to be a lot superior to horse boys in terms of actual combat ability, they are not. I think that I believe I'm actually outnumbered by the horse boys. So we'll have to just see what we can do about them. We may have to take a few hits. We can try and focus our attention on killing these off first of all, and then heading towards the lines here, because I do have some archers here. Booster swordsman, got a Glatch. But if we can actually just engage these troops in melee and then outflank them, it should be a pretty easy battle to do from that point. Now, do they have any artillery? I saw. I think they got, yeah, they got ballista in the back here. That's okay. That's fine. Right. So, what to do with my army? Let's tidy things up first of all. Right. So, you guys, for example, let's have you guys stretch along here. Loose formation. Like so. Okay. Grenadiers, slightly more like that. You guys slightly more like that. Okay. So what do I want to try and focus on? The horse boys to the flank, of which there is a couple of units, but to be honest, I was expecting a lot more of them. It's okay, just maybe 2 or 3 units. Or we might as well just focus on their front line and smash it. Right. Okay, everyone in position now? More or less. Some group. And start moving you guys forward. There we go. That'll do. Ah, right. Okay, you guys and you guys. Let's not have you too far forward from the line, we'll just have you about here. Ideally we want my archers to be able to shoot at their archers, kill them off, and then we'll be able to move on from there. And then they haven't got a general, so here come their horse boys. Alright, okay, you guys come off skirmish, just kill off their archers. These javelin men. Okay, you guys, let's have you push forward. If we're lucky, we might be able to get them to charge into the... Let's have you attack them. Let's have you guys attack here as well. General's bodyguard, you can form your own group. You've managed to engage their horse boys. Come on, attack them. If we can kill these off, that's going to help things out a bit. Okay, archers. Let's have you guys focus on them. We don't want you using fire arrow. We might as well just use normal arrows. We've broken them.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this,
let's have you guys charge forward now. Okay, fine. If you want to run away, that's fine. We'll focus fire on the archers line here instead. Over here, man. Over here. Not that unit. This unit. Okay, that could have been better. I was hoping not to actually attack that particular unit. That's fine.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Let's pull them back. Pull back, man. Pull back. We just wanted to bloody them slightly. Not take their... damn, we lost it. One unit's already retreating. No, unit 80. These guys are hanging on here with just 2 men left. Archers doing their job. Nice. Okay, who's the swordsman? Gaelic archers. Right, mortars, focus fire on here. You guys focus fire on here. Put you guys in your own group. Focus fire now on these horse boys. We should be causing a massive tear in them. There we go. Would have preferred a few more casualties than that, to be honest with you. Because I think when you got 170 men basically shooting into this unit of 20, well, 27 now, and you think surely you should be doing better from this range than you actually are. Okay, let's see, let's get you guys back up into group 2. Okay, let's have you come after this unit here. In fact, where are you guys? You stepped over here. Okay, you guys, how are you doing against this unit? 11 and counting. Focus your fire over here now, men. There's another unit over here. Right. Okay, we might as well just push forward now with the front line. Let's turn off them so they're in their own group. Group 4, charge forward. We might as well try and break them. Alright, switch around, switch targets. Okay, let's pull back before we actually get hit too much more. Let the infantry do their job. Alright, archers, focus fire on the horse boys over here. Artillery, let's have you off fire will. Focus your fire now on the center line here until my troops engage, and then we'll actually hold back. Let's have you guys try and engage in an orderly fashion. Grand Raiders, let's have you come up onto this flank. You guys pushing up over here for me as well. Like so. Right. Archers, let's have you guys firing over here. Artillery, let's have you fire over here. You guys, let's have you push forward against them here. Grand Raiders.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and
broken the
steadfast,
infantry line.
victory will be ours.
Fantastic. Right. Let's have you guys come around and attack these. Right. Shouldn't be too long now for those horse boys to actually try and engage my line, because we've just got... They only got so much ammo. I think they should have used them up by this point, in all honesty. Right, take them out.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
It's just this tide of Welshmen charging down through their lines, chasing them down, killing them all off bit by bit, one by one. Okay, General, you can go after them. Right, and of course, over Texas. It's one of those things, like I've said before, every time I seem to be doing a recording, I can guarantee I've got people trying to text, ring, and out of the entire day, they seem to pick that particular time to do it. It could be worse. I could be having phone calls as well at this point. That's always annoying doing a recording. Especially for some of the games like, for example, my current series, Rise of the Tomb Raider. While I know not the most popular one of going at the moment, it's okay. Everyone's got their preferences. But it has got a thing where when you've only basically got the one save and it auto saves along the way, so if you got halfway through your episode, for example, and then all of a sudden someone has rang up and you think, right, well, I can't go and do it again from the beginning now because I've basically lost that point. You know, I have to basically do it, otherwise, if I carry on then and just edit it out, otherwise I can't continue. Oh crap, what happened here? What the hell happened to this unit? I was probably got swamped by these horse boys. Damn it, I lost the units. Okay. Right, my line. See what we can do about dealing with these. You guys come down here and attack the archers. You guys come over here and start focusing on the boys. Okay, you guys, is there anyone left you can shoot at? Then you guys come over here and try and attack them. Okay, artillery, let's just have you just stay still. For the most part now, this battle is done, which is an annoying situation now where we have to basically wipe out their horse boys.
The enemy general has no honor. He
right,
flees
so
the field of battle and abandons his
focus your fire on these. Right, now focus fire on these. Finish off these. Right, they've broken. Mortar, you're fine. Okay.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
broken,
victory will be ours. The enemy army flees
we're just going to end the battle here.
This is a clear victory
248
that goes
casualties.
to only men of great virtue and valor.
To be honest, I was expecting more just from those horse boys, because those are quite annoying to deal with. Missile cavalry in general always is in the like sort of earlier Total Wars. I remember playing for a laugh with Armenia in Rome Total War, the first Rome, and I managed to basically win entire battles without even taking a single casualty, because my missile just stocked up on horse archers. They were able to outrun range any enemy for terms of getting shot. They can always run away and they can move faster than even light cavalry.
Nothing can stop
so
us,
once
sire.
You've shot them so full of arrows that there wasn't anything they can do then against you, you can then retaliate and charge them into melee if you needed to, just to break the last few troops up. It's so much easier when you do that, when you don't have them. Okay, there's not much we can do. We need to attack this force, basically. Okay.
Yes, sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
Okay. Fairly equal numbers now. They don't have any cavalry apart from their general. We have only got my general himself anyway. They do have a better front line compared to my own. These javelin men will cause a problem as well, just because of the fact that they are pretty decent when it comes to fighting against armor. But in this case, we will have to fight it again. And this time out, I think what I'm going to have to do is just simply advance, attack them with my troops, and engage them in melee as quickly as possible so their javelins can't take the advantage against me. In the meantime, I'll try and do the normal thing, get my raiders and some lighter troops to go around, outflank the enemy's units, try and pin down their general if at all possible. Their bombards and that aren't going to do much of a problem for me, I think. I'll just have to try and engage them before they do too much damage. Fortunately, we're not going to get any better mist. So, a nice misty battlefield to fight on. Oh joy. Oh joy. Okay. Again, just going to stand up. Standard formation. Not really much else we can do apart from that, in all honesty. Right. You guys can form up on this flank because you've got more view. Where are we? Where are we? I'm blind. There it is. Right. You guys can form up here with Owen in the back. Standard tactics at this point, so I know. Okay, Saferin and my Shearhead archers can form up in the front. Again, loose formation. Their job is not so much to try to kill a lot of troops in range. Their job is to try and do a bit of damage as much as they can. You guys can form up here and then and just move forward to attack the enemy's line. I'm gonna actually put the two Grunt Raiders together, I think, on one flank, and use the general on the other while they're mainly occupied in the tree line here. You guys, to be honest, I feel tempted to ask them to withdraw from the battle. There's only 4 of them. They're not going to do any use for me, and I'd rather keep them when they actually have fairly decent levels of experience for them to be retrained. So with that, let's start the battle. You guys can withdraw straight away. Everyone else, apart from them, basically just get into a group and start marching forward. Anything really to do. Where is the enemy? Here. Okay. Well, let's just ask you to move straight forward, like into their line, basically. Okay, tell you what, archers and that, you can form up behind here instead. Let's have you in a separate group. Let's just have you just charge forward, engage as much of their troops as possible, kill off all their javelins. Alright, speed things up slightly. Up, here come their infantry. It's fine, you guys can start shooting at them. Alright. Up. Artillery, you might as well just form up here. Alright, let's just engage. Alright.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash
Let's
the
slow
enemy.
things down a little bit. Okay, more spearmen charge into the flanks over here. Any of my troops haven't currently engaged. You guys can charge into this unit here. Alright, where's the other Grunt Raiders? You guys have already charged. You guys haven't engaged yet. Charge forward into them. General, you're over on the flank. Let's have you charge into this unit here. There we go. Defeat seems certain. That's the news we want to hear. Okay, Javelin men will have you go. Archers and I will have you firing over onto here. You guys fire on the trebuchet, just try and do some little bit of damage against them. Okay, General will have you pull back now. We're fighting Eustace swordsmen, so they are fairly decent against armor, so I don't particularly want my General to take too many casualties. Okay, how are you guys doing over here? You're fighting Javelin men, you should be winning this, but you are taking a few hits along the way, it seems. Okay, you guys push forward against them. Okay, General, let's have you do another charge into their line here. Right. Waver in, shaken, come on, that's a few hits then, come on, pull back. Waver in.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's pull back. Charge again. Right. That's them routed. Fantastic. Alright, let's have you pull into the flank here. I have to be a bit careful because their general is up here and they do outnumber my bodyguard enough that they could die. I'll tell you what, pull you back in fact. Archers, start focusing moving forward, see if you can fire on them. You guys, see if you can focus fire on the enemy's commander as well. What else we've got? Up here, you guys can charge into the air. You guys charge forward as well. Right into the side here, nice and good. I've got a spearman. Continue focusing. Now, you head up to here. You should be able to take on the artillery pieces then. General, let's have you come up here. I don't want to hear the news that my spearmen have been defeated by artillery crew. That's just not the news we want to hear at all. Okay, their general's engaging. Time for you to pull back. Archers, despite the fact my archers are good at armored piercing damage, they haven't managed to do any damage to them. Let's see.
Reform, you spineless women!
Nope, that didn't work. Oh well. Alright, that artillery has been defeated. Fantastic. Let's get you guys forming up back into formation now as rough as we can. Alright, anyone who's still fighting. Alright, you guys are starting to retreat. You've broken. You're marching. They're basically a retreat off the map in good order. A few of them retreating, but as routing I should say, rather than just retreating off the map. But all in all, could be worse. You guys might as well just wait here for now. Lest the troops can move forward. Engage some of their troops. Managed to kill at least a few of them. 81% of their force has been defeated, about 44% of mine now has as well. Right. Let's speed things up. I just don't think there's really much we can do at this point, in all honesty.
Behold how our cowardly foe wrapped all of Christendom will be awed
we lost
by the
404
victory
men, but
we
they
have
lost
won
double
here
that
today.
That's better than I was expecting. I think my issue has always been with the Javelin men. Their Javelin men seem to be extremely good in melee, despite the fact they're just missile troops. But I think it's because they're not technically missile troops.
Don't do
They seem to be more light troops, so it does make things a little bit tougher when it comes to fighting them, rather than just relying on, oh, there's just, you know, they're just skirmishers, they're easy to kill. Alright, any of these guys we can use. Hobbins, no, not so much of use, just like, defense ain't too bad. Let's ask for a unit of Galley Clash to join the crew. Yeah, the army now can march back to Derry.
As you command.
Can we retrain anyone? We cannot, unfortunately. So Lifford is going to have to be a target for us at some point. We'll have to work on it.
My lord.
All that has happened in one turn, but at least we managed to get quite a few things going. Okay. Feels respected. Aspiring commander. Cool and cunning. Okay.
Leaving the army, sire.
But we managed to do well. Defeated 2 Irish armies today's episode. We've now driven the survivors back to Lifford, where we will have to see about dealing with these armies somehow. We've got the main forces coming up from Trim, but it is very, very... well, no, actually, I'm getting mixed up now. The one from Trim is okay, but it has no commander. It's lacking in that front. The other army at the moment that's in Derry is taking a lot of casualties. We're going to have to really try and sort something out in order to try and get them back up to full strength at some point. Now, something I could perhaps do is, if I can get them past the line, they can either come down to Trim in order to replenish, or maybe even make their way to Athenry. Now, I'll be honest, like, as you may remember, I've started converting some of the southern castles in England, or Choiga, if we're going to be sticking to the Welsh, over to castles, farm castles over to cities, so we can start making a bit more money from them, because otherwise they're not going to be used for much. They're just buildings that aren't settlements that aren't making me a lot of money and aren't actually being used for recruitment. So it's something we'll have to remember to do and start building upon when we get a bit more cash. But I'm glad to see this army is moving away. That is something. I think it seems to be that the Scottish aren't too eager to push forward with large armies, just because I've been killing off their generals and then their armies seem to be retreating. So maybe they're a bit reluctant to try and attack as long as I keep killing off their generals. We'll have to see. Rioting, of course. There's always rioting in Downpatrick. We'll have to sort that out somehow. Is there any way we can actually try and do this? We've got a few more troops at least. Let's retrain a few of them. How are you looking right now, in fact? You're still angry. Okay. Let's ask for that to be repaired. We'll probably just have to hire some more troops. Let's have you guys come here. That'd be better. Okay. Maybe that will work. But no, I'm actually going to have to end the episode here. I just looked at my stopwatch and saw it's 35 minutes in now. Okay. So what's going to happen next episode? Well, this army is going to start marching their way up north, and it's either going to come after the fort here, or probably go after Lifford, and maybe with the support of the troops here from Derry. We'll then go after the army here in the fort. But once we've then done, that's basically an island open to attack. We'll sort it out though in the next couple of episodes. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you join me next time. But until then, goodbye for now.